I'm most grateful for, living the life that I live, being able to get a free education and play the game that I love to play every day. I'm most proud of my little sister. She's 17, but she's very active in the community. She helps with the little government and the political aspect of her school and in our community, or in her community in Alabama. And I'm just proud of the woman that she's becoming. The happiest moment of my life so far has been definitely, I don't know, I think going to college. I thought that after high school I would be done playing basketball, but just to make it as far as I made it, it just gives me great joy. And I mean, I don't really just have a happiest moment, I guess, I'm trying to say, because, I feel the same type of happiness every day, so. The hardest moment of my life so far has been the death of my grandmother. Me and my grandmother was very close. I talked to her pretty much, if not once a week, every week. I've seen her every year since I was a little kid, since I was a baby, actually. We spent every Christmas together except for one. So, losing her was very tough because, that was my sweetheart. I love my grandmother very much. And I just got through it by just really time. It hasn't been easy because, I still think about it every day, but, time and playing basketball and getting my mind off it a little bit has helped. As a child, I was real quiet. My mother said I was really quiet. I didn't really cry that much, but I guess you could say I was happy. I was always smiling, upbeat. So, yeah, I guess I was a happy child. My grandmother and my mother definitely have been the kindest to me. Well, more so my grandmother than my mother, because, my mother was always trying to teach me tough love, and, she wouldn't give me any shortcuts. My grandmother always used to look out for me. In all aspects, if I was hungry, no matter what she was doing, she would just stop and eat and cook me something to eat. As opposed to like other people, like my mother and my father, they would cook me food and stuff like that, but they wouldn't just stop what they were doing just to make sure I was good. And yeah, that's probably who's been the kindest. If I can honor one person, it would probably be I don't know, it's a good question. It would probably be Malcolm X, because, to see how if you into his story, to see how he started off and how he just changed his whole aspect and view of things is interesting to me. And I just want to listen to him and see, what events helped him change how he felt, or what made him how he was before. You know what I'm saying? My family was, I don't know, it's kind of strange because even though my father had a really busy work schedule, and my mother was really busy with work, they always found time to support me and my little sister no matter what we did. And, us moving around a lot has been very difficult for all parties, for me, my mother, my sister, my father, but we still remain close. And I don't know, one thing I always take from my family is that support is important, because no matter what we do, we always are there for each other. And I don't think a lot of families can say that. So yeah, just being supporting each other. And one thing I'll leave behind with my family is that is to be patient with what you're trying to achieve. And I feel like they already, They already know that because what my father does and what my mother does. But I think it's more so for my little sister, like just whatever she wants to do, I'm just advise her to be patient and, just take what comes with the journey and and embrace it. My three favorite social recreational activities, one would definitely be playing like a board game or cards. I feel like that's an easy way to socialize with people and have fun at the same time. Second would be just playing a sport. I mean, I know everybody's not athletic, but there's like you could bowl or I don't know, just play a sport that everybody could do, like not just basketball or football or whatever, because obviously it's kind of difficult for everybody to be good at those type of things. And my last one would probably be watching a movie together. I feel like going to the movies or like just watching a movie on TV with a whole bunch of your friends and then talking about the movie afterwards is a good like social event. Because not everybody has a different view of a movie. Some people may like it, some people might think it's stupid, but if you talk about it afterwards, I feel like that's good. The riskiest thing I've ever done and the most unforgettable experience, it's the same thing. It was going to junior college in Oklahoma. I really, at that point, I didn't have any other option. So I just went out there because they offered me a scholarship, and I felt I had belief in myself, but not a lot of people believed in me at that point. So it was risky because I was, really just betting on myself and doubling down really. And going out there was tough because I'm a city kid. I'm from the East Coast, and I'm in the middle of America in Oklahoma. It was a big culture shock for me. And it was just an unforgettable experience because of the people I met and, the experiences I went through and like just seeing a different side of America and how people in the Midwest, live and how they think and stuff like that. It was good, really. It made me into a better person. What are the top 5 things you like? The top 5 things would probably, I want to graduate college, obviously. I want to at least try to fulfill one of my dreams by the age of 30, I want to, I think I want to have a kid before 30. I feel like when you're 30, trying to have kids, you're a little bit too old, so I don't know. Probably have kids before 30. The fourth one would be have a car, because I don't even have a car yet, so have a decent car before I'm 30. The last one would be probably, I don't know, own a house. Yeah, or be on the way to owning a house before 30. Something I've done. I performed at the Apollo Theater in Harlem when I think I was like 9 or 10 or something like that. I wasn't really like singing or anything, but I was like a backup dancer for the Gorillas. It's like a band. It was real random experience, but I doubt anybody else has ever done that in the class or at Bradley really. So yeah, I did that. If I could have lunch with anybody, I would have lunch with Barack Obama. Definitely, just because of who he is. And a book that has shaped what my thinking or influenced my life. Probably Catcher in the Rye. I don't know. I think after reading The Catcher in the Rye, I kind of was into reading a lot more because I didn't like reading before that. But reading that book helped me like appreciate reading books and stories and stuff like that. So probably that one. I decided to come to Bradley because when I came on my visit here, I just felt comfortable immediately. It was really weird. I was just like felt like I needed to be here, and I had a good relationship with all the coaches and stuff like that, and the team. And I just felt like, you know, even if I wasn't gonna play here, like it would be a good spot for me because I didn't want to be at a school that was too big and get lost in like a lifestyle that you know what I'm saying, wasn't really for me at the time. You know, I felt like I needed to be somewhere where I could grow up and just handle my business before I get into the real world, and Bradley definitely helps you do that. The 3 best courses I've taken would have to be Com 300, Com 360, and Race, Media, and Gender with Professor Nestle. My 3 least favorite courses would have to be math. One of my first math class, it was terrible. I forgot which one that was. MIS. MIS 173, and then my last one would be another MIS class. I forgot which one it was, but I didn't like it. And it was once a week and on a Tuesday, and every time we would have that class, like we would have an away game or something because it was in second semester, so I was always missing it. And then when I came back, we would have like tests and quizzes on stuff that I wouldn't know, which is really my fault, but I just didn't like the class anyway. When I grow up, I want to play professional basketball. I really want to play overseas because I want to, you know, explore the world more and, you know, visit other countries and look at other cultures and stuff. I'm interested in stuff like that, so that's what I want to do. But if, you know, basketball doesn't work out, I would want to be a sports broadcaster. And just really, I'm willing to take any entry level position because wherever you start, you know what I'm saying, you don't have to start from the bottom. So it doesn't really matter to me. I'm willing to work my way up because that's what I've been doing, you know, since I started playing basketball, since I started, you know, doing everything. I had to start from the bottom, so I'm willing to work my way up. The biggest challenge I have to overcome in my life so far would be just probably junior college, because it's really an experience where it's just like you in the middle of nowhere and all you got is your teammates and your coaches, and that's pretty much it. You know, people in that town, they don't really care for you like that. Well, I'm not gonna lie. In the town I was in, like the locals, they cared for the basketball team, but usually it's not like that. You know, you just out there, and you know, it's not really a place for young athletes. You know, it's kind of like a one stop like town. If that's, I don't know. It's a really small town, and it's really hard for people to just come from a different environment and go there and fit in and understand how they do things in that area. So it was just tough for me to adjust for a long time, but I feel like since I've been through that, I can get through anything.